Liverpool lined up in their usual 4-3-3. Sturridge was replacing Firmino up front. The midfield was composed of Henderson, Wijnaldum and Milner. PSG lined up in a 4-3-3 as well. Midfield was composed of Di Maria, Marquinhos and Rabiot. When PSG had the ball, Marquinhos would be likely to drop between the centre-backs. Liverpool was zonally blocking them high and narrow in the middle. There was space behind Salah and Wijnaldum. Liverpool pressing was not the most intense and defenders could use those pass lanes directly to Neymar. Another pattern was to have an actual double pivot in midfield to bring more density. Always the same space behind Salah and Wijnaldum. Neymar on the ball, but he paused the action by going on a solo adventure and ignores all the options. When Liverpool had the ball, PSG front three didn't work at all and they left the defenders off pressure. There were only 7 players left for zonal defending, which forced the team to cover very deep and Liverpool enjoyed a lot of freedom. Neymar was watching while there's a 3v2 on the wing for Liverpool. This action ended with a corner kick. Liverpool showed a wide range of possibilities on corners. Here on the second ball, Milner's free because Mbappe is not defending. Liverpool had 4 dangerous shots in 5 minutes. PSG was stuck around their box because they could not have a clean transition. PSG kept the same collective structure with the possibility to play on Neymar. But here is under control. Milner also had a great game defensively. The animation was poor, and it was really hard for PSG to get upfield with players not in their positions. The first shot came after 70 minutes playing, and the second ball won. In attack, Liverpool used direct play on the wings. They crossed 16 times during the first half, which is 10 more crosses than PSG. They also tried to play behind the defensive line a lot. But PSG centre-backs showed they were dominating the forwards. PSG's forwards were not pressing nor defending, so they kept all their energy to attack. There were 6 interesting counters during the first half, all missed. Another example here. But Neymar really had a dreadful game. There's a 2-man combination on a corner, and Neymar is uninvolved. Cross to the other side of the pitch, and Meunier is not defending well, a persistent problem for PSG. Kimpembe stops marking Sturridge into the bargain. Led, Paris reacted and eventually started pressing. Mbappe almost equalized after a good combination on a corner. But a new problem was about to come. On a transition, Bernat uselessly fouled Wijnaldum inside the box. PSG had to react. Here after a cross, Cavani wins a duel against Alexander-Arnold. A few seconds later, Meunier scores. For some reason, they stopped pressing after scoring, and there was no more intensity. Another issue was playing Marquinhos as CDM. He doesn't have the culture to fulfill the role. Here, it doesn't exploit the space, so a back pass is played. Despite not playing well overall, Paris didn't offer Liverpool those sweet transitions they lacked to attack. PSG tried to press like one time, but Rabiot was late on Milner. Forwards were still not defending. Here, Wijnaldum and Robertson attacked the wing freely. We can see a little bit of Mbappe down the corner. Liverpool still attacked through the wings a lot. Header saved by the keeper. PSG didn't shoot until the 81st minute of the game. Only Mbappe could get forward, but he was too selfish. Midfielders were making huge efforts to compensate the activity of the front three. Something I didn't understand in the animation in midfield was that there was a centre-back, a winger, but still Rabiot was the one touching the ball the least. When Tuchel made the changes, he also changed the system. PSG was now organised in a diamond midfield 4-4-2. The new system did PSG some good, and at the 83rd minute, they equalised through Mbappe. Neymar had a terrible game, but he offered Draxler the possibility to win the game. But his shot got deflected. And finally, during the extra time, Mbappe tried to nutmeg Anderson 25 meters away from his goals. Right after that, defending was awful, and Firmino sealed the game.